So in the Peña Adobe, we have some furniture in there now, but none of it is original in the Adobe. It's period appropriate, but not original. The only original piece of furniture we have from the Peña family is this little corner chair. It's an Eastlake chair. It's probably circa 1880. And there's an interesting story about this chair that Rose Peña Coombs told us. Again, she was the younger sister of Vidal, who was Cecilia's grandfather. And she told us that this chair sat in the Peña Adobe when you first walk in the door off to the right in the corner. And she told us the story of how she had to sit in this chair for doing a misdeed. This was her little timeout chair. In this area we have some period dresses from the time period that the Peñas lived here. This collection is not original to the Peñas, but it is time appropriate. And right above it we have this little picture of Emiliana Peña was the granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Peña. We have Mrs. Peña and Mr. Peña here, the builders of the Peña Adobe. And this is one of their granddaughters. In this case, we have some items that of interest. Some of these items were found on the property. Others were donated by folks, and they were also period appropriate. One of the most talked about items in this case is this little shoe. This little shoe was found approximately right underneath where this building is located today. And it's always interesting to think, where's the other shoe? How could you go home with just one shoe? But there it is, this is one little shoe. We also have a vintage curling iron in here as well, which you'd have to be brave to use that. And then we also have this porcelain here is what's the remains. We've identified it as a chamber pot lid. If you've been in the Adobe, you see that there is no restroom in the Adobe, no running water. The well was located in between this building and that building. So they had chamber pots, and that's what this one came from the Adobe. Glassware was found throughout the property during the archaeological dig. Later, they did it before the restoration, and then in 1984 there was another dig. And a lot of these glass items survived, which is amazing to me. How could glass survive being buried? But they did. This is an example of if you were in a position to make a trip from New Mexico territory clear out to California, taking you about 2 months to make the trip to California, and the point of entry would have been the Mission San Gabriel Mission. You would have had to have some capital to make that kind of a journey. And it's evident in some of the dishware that we see here. Blue china, rather than pottery and that sort of thing, is what we found on the property. As well as this teapot lid from China, and some other pieces as well. Just a few of the artifacts found on the property.